Good. Okay, great. Can you all see and hear me okay? Just checking. Okay, good. I'm just trying something new on my computer, so I just want to make sure that everything's running smoothly. Okay, thanks so much. So I'd love to hear a little bit from you what you're here for today, what you're curious about. If you like to share, you're welcome to share in the chat box. And again, this is about aging, conscious aging, and how to gracefully age, essentially, So what comes up for us as we get older, we notice changes in our body, changes in our skin, our energy. And how do you feel about that? What comes up for you as you begin to really look at yourself in the mirror, notice these changes, notice what it's like to be older. This is part of the practice, is just becoming aware of how are we facing this aging process that is natural and inevitable. So I'd love to hear from you. Okay, so Bajoni says pure curiosity, and Deborah says anxiety. Thanks, Deborah, for saying that, because I think a lot of us fear aging, and it does make us anxious when we look in the mirror and we don't like what we see, or we're surprised by what we see, or we try to maintain, the way we used to look, and we put a lot of energy into that maintenance. And just noticing again, using that as the experience to raise our awareness. Aging is an experience to help us raise self-awareness, and it can help us become more attuned and find greater balance and wholeness within ourselves. So regardless of what we look like, what happens to our body, if our body starts to change and shift, and our skin and the way we look and the way we feel, that we can maintain a level of awareness within ourselves, and we can use that as an opportunity to pause, become aware, and become compassionate. So I just want to say some of those key points about aging gracefully, aging with ease. And nice to see you here. We all know, how do we accelerate the aging process? So that's just a question. How do we accelerate aging? Worry, says Deborah. Poor diet, stress. Exactly. Inflammatory foods. So this is how we accelerate aging. Bajoni says beating yourself up, worrying, our lifestyle, the way we live can accelerate aging. So how does meditation, relaxation, even energy healing, help us to slow down? And in some cases, people say reverse the aging process. Now, is it possible to reverse aging process? I actually think that it is, based on what I can only speak from my own experience, which is after I had learned meditation, I noticed that I started to look younger and more youthful, because actually what happened was I was releasing toxins, and I was releasing all the energy that was keeping me stressed and at a higher anxiety level. And I was letting go of the edges of my ego. And so when we're really egoic, we tend to experience a ton of tension. Everything rubs us the wrong way. We're just not easygoing. Sometimes as we get older, we become more rigid, and we need to have things be a certain way. We're really set in our ways, and we become attached to our routine and attached to the way things are. So meditation and mindfulness help us to open up and just be flexible, be more fluid with life. And it opens us up to energy, and allowing energy to not only flow through us, but through all areas of our life. So I had worked in corporate in a really fast-paced, competitive environment, and I had already started, getting the bags under my eyes, getting some wrinkles, and I felt, really old. And it was really the stress that was weighing on me. And it wasn't until I started learning more about yoga and meditation did I start to feel lighter and lighter. And oftentimes people even commented, it looks like you're really like Benjamin Button and you're reverse aging. And I kind of felt that too. Like I noticed that I just, had a more youthful look. And honestly, it's your thoughts. It starts with the way that you think, because even the way you think and you feel every day, it affects your energy, and it affects the energy that comes through your skin, your facial expressions. It moves through your whole body. Every thought that you have sends a vibration or a quality of energy through you. So, I'm going to talk about these 5 key areas in which meditation helps us to slow down the aging process, and then offer a meditation to help you come into greater acceptance of where you are now. What also makes us age faster is resisting aging. So when we resist this whole natural experience, we just cause us more wrinkles. It just causes us to experience more worry and fear and anxiety. So it can be a really beautiful process, and we can allow ourselves to shift and shift our energy around aging, as well as our mindset, right? So creating a paradigm shift around what it means to get older and to mature, and using this as an opportunity to develop yourself and develop your practice. Okay, so I would like to just address, because I saw a lot of chats coming through. Okay. Okay, 67. Yeah, Rita says she's 67 and she's not able to do the activities she used to do. So there's a sense of loss that's there, that we go through with aging. And all right. Wonderful. Thanks for all your beautiful comments and shares. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of go through the topics to touch upon, and I'll come back to your comments after then. So the first thing is your thoughts and the way that you think. It's said that we have 60 to 90,000 thoughts in a day, and that most of those thoughts tend to be negative. Many of those thoughts tend to be more judgmental and harsh in nature. And meditation gives us the opportunity to become aware of the way that we think. And just by creating that space of stillness with our own thoughts as they are, we have the opportunity to start changing the nature of our thoughts. So, as I mentioned before, if you're having a lot of stressful, negative, or fearful thoughts, that's going to make you age faster. It creates a pull on your energy system. So, I'm just going to show you really quickly so you can experience for yourself the effect of negative and positive thoughts on your body and your energy. So, everybody, wherever you are, just take a moment to close your eyes. And I'd like you to imagine a really stressful experience that you're going through right now that is causing you anxiety or worry. And as you imagine it and think it, notice what's happening in your body, in your energy. You can close your eyes. And even your breath, notice the way that you're breathing. Are you able to breathe fully as you think about this? Okay, now let that go. I'm sure that most of you felt that. Okay, now I'd like you to close your eyes again and think of something really positive or something that you're grateful for right now in your life that brings you joy. So just think about something that you feel happy about. And as you imagine it, think it, what's the shift now in your body and your energy, your mood, even your breath? Wonderful. Okay, that felt nice. Were you able to feel that difference of the effect of negative thoughts versus positive thoughts? Most definitely. Okay. Yeah. So imagine having negative thoughts repetitively throughout your day and what that's actually doing to your energy. So now you are tensing. You felt probably the contraction, the closing of energy, feeling more shut down, upset, but also cutting yourself off from the extra oxygen, because it's harder to breathe when you're in a negative mindset. So that oxygen coming into our body, obviously that's what keeps us fresh and young. It said in some, ancient medical practices that we only have a certain amount of breaths per lifetime. And the key through practice is to elongate those breaths. Get as much breath in that we can in the moment. And when we breathe shallow, we're cutting ourselves off from that life force energy. So thank you for sharing your experience. And so that's really taxing. Having negative thoughts is really taxing on your body and your breath and your energy. That makes you age faster. Stress, that's the effect that stress has on you. And then throughout your day, if you're always in that lowered vibration or lowered state, it's going to eat away at your health and vitality. And I don't know if you've ever experienced this. I have. I go through periods where I have to work a lot, and there's something about overworking, overdoing, and I really do feel like it ages me. You wake up, you look in the mirror, and you can tell it's taking a toll on you. And it's just, if you're going at a level with certain things, and sometimes we don't give ourselves a break, right? Like, we don't let ourselves sleep, or we don't let ourselves rest. So that's another issue. It's not on my list, but I'm bringing it up right now, is that you need to give yourself time to rest and have downtime throughout your day. And downtime is not just watching Netflix and sleeping, but it's actually having a quality of downtime where your mind isn't on, where you're actually in a clear, present space. And that's absolutely necessary to stay in balance and to return to homeostasis. So the way I teach meditation is starting always with relaxation and learning how to initiate the relaxation response, which is the parasympathetic nervous system. So when you initiate the parasympathetic nervous system and go from stress mode, which is fight or flight, and we know when we're in stress mode, we're kind of like turned on and on guard and like go, 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 and we can be stuck in that state. We can actually chronically be stuck in fight or flight on some level if we don't take time to completely unplug and unwind and relax. So your body knows when it goes into parasympathetic state, because then it's safe for your body to let go, release tension. You're not gearing up with the cortisol to fight or run away. And now you can breathe a little easier. It's easier to breathe, and your perspective opens up. So you go from survival mode to being mode. And that's very important. That's a very important skill to develop if you want to slow down aging, is to learn how to self-regulate by turning on the relaxation response. So in the relaxation response, also known as rest and digest, that's when your body says, okay, it's safe for me to eliminate toxins. I mean, literally eliminate toxins. And the biggest way we eliminate toxins is actually through our lungs. It's through our breath. And then that allows you to come back to balance, to center. And when you come back to balance, you start a regenerative process. It's a process of restoration where you can begin to rejuvenate your energy. But it requires, again, slowing down body, slowing down breath, slowing down thoughts, because your brain responds to your breath. So you might notice if you try to slow down your breath, it starts to slow down your thoughts. So knowing this skill is really important. Okay, so that also takes us to body and the way we are in our body. Are you moving your body every single day? And when I say moving your body, making sure that the energy in your body is getting activated and stimulated in some way. We have chi, prana, life force energy that runs through our body like a super highway system because of the meridians and channels that run all the way throughout our body. And when those meridians and channels are blocked, it creates dis-ease, it creates stagnation, it creates stuckness, it creates rigidity. And so again, we want to think about being supple and fresh, flexible. It's more of the energy of juiciness. As we get older, we do sort of dry up, right? Like we have less of that viscosity type of feeling. So it's about really moving the energy in your body, whether that's through self-massage, energy healing, and you can practice self-energy healing, which is what I teach. So everybody, if you want to see what that's like, you can bring the palms of your hands together and rub vigorously. And then now the fingers and the knuckles, fingernails, knuckles, and rub them against each other and breathe. And the palms of the hands. All right, and then just feel the energy between the hands. So as we get older, this chi life force, it can weaken a bit, but we can keep it strong, which is this magnetic. So there's a magnetism and electricity and energy that runs through the body. When this electricity isn't flowing, that's when we start to experience more aging. So you can actually give yourself this energy and keep your energy balanced. So you can just feel, just by sweeping around your energy, and then even bringing your hands to your heart, putting energy and electricity and flow back into your body, because we have wheels of energy in our hands. And it's the stimulation that keeps us young. So if you're not massaging and touching and moving, all the cells of your body in whichever way, then it goes stagnant, then it dries up. So it's about keeping the flow of energy through your body system. And I'm 45, and these are the self-practices that I practice. And I believe that these practices can help you stay youthful and healthy and create longevity for you. So these types of practices, movement, just moving yourself every day, at least for 20 to 30 minutes, your body, releasing the tension so that the energy opens up and flows through you. You can do dry brushing. You can do tapping. Who knows EFT? This is a great way to open the meridians, just tapping around, touching your face, massaging, sending good energy back into yourself, sending positive energy, because a positive energy helps you to stay young. That's what helps you feel good, right? If you're feeling good, it's easier to feel more open and free and flow. Okay. Thirdly is your emotions. How do you deal with your emotions when you have really hard emotions? Because we're all going through hard emotions now. It's the pandemic. A lot of people are facing loneliness and uncertainty, instability, financial loss, depression, anxiety. So, how are you with your emotions? Do you let yourself process and express your emotions, or do you suppress them? Because if you suppress your emotions, it will accelerate aging. And the key is to know how to have emotional health and balance. The way you have emotional health is to have emotional awareness. So when you have these hard emotions coming up, or any emotions, do you feel safe to express them? Do you feel safe to release them? Do you feel safe to even admit that you're having these emotions? If you're somebody who thinks bad emotions are bad, you think, oh, I don't want to be an angry person that's so toxic. I don't want to be this. I don't want to be that. Then your tendency will be to shut it down and deny that you have negative emotions. And like I said, we want to be positive, but the way to be positive is to face what's real. And that's what meditation helps us do. Meditation helps us face what's real, and it helps us to be honest about what we're feeling. Because unless we're honest about what we're feeling, it'll just stay trapped in there. It won't have a place to go. And we hold negative emotion in our body. We hold them in our organs, even. If any of you know Chinese medicine, every organ represents an emotion. Our lungs hold grief. Kidneys are related to fear, worry. So how do you process your emotions? It's very important. And allowing yourself to have any emotion and to fully feel. And it can seem scary. It can seem like I'm going to be overwhelmed by my emotions or overcome, or if I let myself be sad, I'm going to be depressed forever. It's not true. You're just letting that move through you. You're letting it flow through you. Okay, so emotions, really important. What about your lifestyle and the way that you live? Is your lifestyle balanced? What, are you eating? Who are you spending time with? How are you spending your time? This is such an important thing to consider, is creating your lifestyle from a place of love and joy, creating your lifestyle in a way that really resonates with you, that aligns to who you are, not anybody else, but to who you are. And are you willing to create that lifestyle that helps you feel grounded and balanced, at ease? Are you willing to love yourself enough to give yourself that kind of space? Choosing consciously how I spend my time and my energy, who I'm with. What's your work? Are you working or are you not working? And that leads to the fifth major thing. It's actually six now because I added in that restoration time that's really important, the downtime. So the sixth thing is positive focus, positive intention, or your purpose. Are you living your purpose? Because when you do something that you feel passionate about, that you love, that you enjoy, it gives you access to a reservoir of energy that is beyond you. And this is what meditation can offer us. It actually gives us access to infinite, unlimited energy. Once we start really tapping into this chi force, divine life force energy, we need less sleep, we need less food, we need less everything because we start tapping into a higher level of energy. You might have experienced this if you're somebody who's highly creative and you do things that you really love, and all of a sudden you forget, like, time goes by and you didn't eat the whole day, but it didn't matter because you were so deeply engaged and you were being so fed on a deeper level that you weren't getting pulled by the basic need of hunger. So that's when you start getting fed on another level. And when you start tapping into that energy system, which is an unlimited, infinite energy system that we all have access to through meditation, through stillness. Because when we're still and we're relaxed, we can become more sensitively aware, and we become aware of more subtle energy as well. We can also receive energy through meditation. And when we're open to receiving, which is this technique that I teach called Sura Flow, we can start to receive the universal energy, and it feels like bliss. You know, it's you start to achieve a very deep state of well-being naturally. And it's about allowing yourself to tap into the nectar of meditation and surrendering to that. So I hope this helps open up the space of how meditation is instrumental to slowing down the aging process. And I'll just walk you through a brief guided meditation on, you know, if you get triggered, because I think aging is triggering. You know, it's like the thought of getting old, the thought of dying, the thought of disease, the thought of things not working like they used to. Anything being older, it can be a triggering experience. You know, it brings up these deeper uncomfortable emotions. So this will be sort of a go-to meditation that you can practice when things come up. Okay, just want to hear some of your thoughts and anything that's come up for you. Thanks for the hearts and the love, you guys. Was this helpful for you? Chrissy, you can just tap. You can rub your hands together. And just the intention of moving energy is also very good. I like to focus on, you know, sending myself blessings or love. You know, you can imagine light, anything that feels pleasant for you. You can add that to your practice. I teach energy healing together with meditation. So we don't really see them as separate, but energy is a tremendous resource that we can tap into through our practice. So, okay, we have quite a few people here. So let's close with a meditation. Joshua, it sounds like you took some good notes. 80% is pretty good. Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed it, Gabby. So happy. Wherever you are, let yourself find a comfortable seat, and you can Close your eyes if you like, or keep them gently open. Inhale, take a breath. And exhale, let it go. Good. Take another breath like that. Inhale. And exhale, release. And this time, as you breathe in and breathe out, imagine a large grounding cord that extends from your physical body to the center of the earth, like deep roots or an anchor that goes right to the core of the earth and wraps around the core of the earth 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And you don't have to think about it, just your intention to be grounded and centered to the center of the earth, letting the earth support you. And just take a moment to allow the wonderful energy of the earth to fill you up. So through this grounding cord, allowing the earth's energy to flow up into your feet and your legs, into the core of your body, through your arms, your neck, your head, and your face. Flowing this amazing chi energy through your entire being, allowing it to flow up and out of your head and letting it fountain all the way around your physical body, cleansing your energy and letting it move back down to the earth. Notice what this sensation is like. And take this time to imagine yourself sitting in the room, opening the observer perspective, and becoming compassionately aware. Compassionately aware of your precious self. Loving yourself as you love your most treasured person in the world, extending that level of love to your own self. Remembering this compassionate awareness, anytime you begin to question or think about aging or growing old, what's working or what's not working anymore, to remember this space of compassionate awareness. This pure, loving energy, and remembering your true inner value beyond the way you look, beyond the function of your body, beyond the quality of your skin, remembering the true value of who you really are. And all the incredible life experiences, the life lessons that you've gone through. So just always taking notice of our inner dialogue. Are you being harsh? Or are you being compassionately aware? It's with compassionate awareness that we can access the healing medicine of our practice, that we can access energy flow. It's with compassionate awareness that we can grow and develop. May we all find true peace. May we all allow ourselves to age graciously, naturally. May we be courageous enough to let go, relax, and trust this process called life, this natural, beautiful process of aging. Let us always remember to honor ourselves and who we really are. Blessings and namaste. Thank you so much for coming today, guys. Appreciate your contributions, donations for energy exchange, which really does help support the teachers here at Insight Timer and also the platform, which is an incredible platform for reaching and spreading this beautiful practice. So really thank you for showing up and for being here. I hope this benefited you. And thank you. Oh, it's so nice to receive your comments and your contributions. You're welcome, Diego and Maria and Kathy. You're welcome, Amy and Michelle, Richard, Carly, Joshua, Rhonda, Joji, Lorette. Thank you, Deborah. I hope you'll continue to practice and that you'll remember compassionate awareness. Much love to all of you. Bye, everybody.